and welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, then welcome to you. Today I'm going to be doing the September 2020 reads, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of an introduction of how this is going to run for September. The setting I have here for September is based on the film Pan's Labyrinth, and I wanted to go along the readings with the labyrinth effect because I feel as though we do sort of live our lives in a labyrinth, a maze basically, where we can take the wrong turn, we come to dead ends, we meet people as well along the way, and I just wanted to go on this theme for the readings for September 2020. Now, if you've never seen the film Pan's Labyrinth and you're into mystical, magical fairies and all, just anything magical really, mythical, then it is worth a watch. It was actually filmed in Spanish, but obviously it has got subtitles on for whatever country you're in. But it was just one of these films. I think it was done quite a while ago, in 2006. Don't quote me on that, but I'm sure it was around 2006 when it was originally filmed. But it's not the film with David Bowie in, because I get a lot of people say, oh, I've seen that film, and I go, and when they start mentioning David Bowie, which was just The Labyrinth, I think that was called, this isn't that. Okay, this isn't that. It's based on the mythology of Pan's, this person here. Okay, and through the decades, people have looked at Pan's as being a positive sort of figure and a negative figure. Okay, I'm not going to go into the ins and outs of that because obviously you can do your own study on the internet regarding that. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing this month. So I hope you will enjoy this portrayal of your own labyrinth in my lovely readings for September 2020. I'm now going to be reading for the lovely sign of Libra. So my lovely Librans, I'm just going to move your card out the way before I start. And I kept the cards from last week because I was not very well last week to do the weekly reads. So I've kept the cards just to give the overall energy that you are coming out of the month of August. So I'm just going to place these three cards, okay? So we have sovereignty. Just put that there a second. We have sovereignty. We have forgiveness. And we have the alchemical sign of earth with the animal sign of the elk. So I'm going to address these first three cards because these were the energies that were sort of with you at the end of August. So the sovereignty card here, this was the overall energy going out at the end of August, and it was as though you needed to take control of your life. I felt like some of you were thinking that you hadn't got a grip on things, just finding it hard to be in reality, to be fair, because of everything that you've been dealing with. And also you felt a lot of shifts in the energy fields as well. You were very, very susceptible to people around you and tuning into their vibes, whether it was good or bad. But you were like a sponge at the end of August. The people that were around you, whether nearest, dearest, family, friends, work colleagues, what have you, it was as though you were attracting their energies and taking on all of those energies as well. And the challenge for you really, it gives the card of forgiveness, but this was how I was sort of interpreting that. You were taking on all these thoughts and feelings, anger, frustration, okay, that was sort of charging you really, but in the wrong sense, charging you and fueling you in the wrong sense. So the cards going into the end of August were really telling me the story of you need to start to clear out your aura, because you are holding on to things, events and everything else from your past that stop you forging ahead to the future. So you've got to go through this decluttering stage and give forgiveness to people as well. Because when I looked at the elk animal spirit here, I always look at the headspace on this card, and it's on fire. And this was how I was feeling. You were dealing with frustrations, people around you taking on all their negativity, and the key message for you going through to September was, in order to shape your world, it's like to say concentrate on what matters for you, shaping your own world, okay, not sort of taking on the responsibilities of everybody else, and learning to forgive as well, learning to forgive, and then decluttering this mindset. So I just want to touch on that briefly before I actually start going into the September read for you, my lovelies. So I'm just going to clear those cards away a second, and then we can start to unfold the story of your labyrinth journey for September 2020. So my lovely Libras, the first card that came out for you in the labyrinth was From Fear to Fuel, and it says stand still and own your power. Now this was taking on, as I said, the energies coming in with this sovereignty card, okay, at the very start of this reading. This is what I was saying, to shape your own world, you have to learn to, from fear to fuel, and stand still and own your power. So to me, this was just sort of cementing the fact that the Librans I was picking up with, yeah, you are fearful of certain things around you. You are fearful for your future. You know, you're sort of thinking to yourself, well, where am I headed? Where am I going? Where is this labyrinth of life taking me? Because you have been dealing with a lot of, I want to say, fiery energy as well. I felt like this was your anxiety taking over, these worries. I want to say you sit there worrying sometimes, quite a lot actually, about, you know, are you going to be okay? Is your nearest and dearest going to be okay? And like I said, you're taking on everybody's feelings and thoughts, and it's saying from the fears that you sort of drip feed into you, it acts as a fuel, which then makes you spiral. Because if you look at this card here, it's just like, it is like a spiraling effect. And it's saying here, don't allow the fear to fuel this fire any longer. And the card that follows this is the knowledge card. So it's saying here, okay, educate yourself, Libra. Educate yourself that you are sometimes your own worst enemy. But educate yourself as well to take this sovereignty. It's like to say, you owe this to you. Okay, you've got to start forging a path now and doing things for you, because I do feel, as I said, you do hold on to things, and you've got to start to forgive and lessen these responsibilities and regrets and what have you that burden you and sort of give you nightmares, okay? But going through the labyrinth in this reading, as I've called it this month, then the next card that came out was a lovely card, and it's the turnaround revolution. So this to me was saying, it was as though it's as though you'd been going round in your labyrinth, like going round in your maze, okay? And you could have been sort of going down the same pathway, and then, you know, you just keep repeating and going round in a circle in this maze and coming back to, you know, at this position. And I felt it was as though you kept coming to, in a metaphorical sense, this tree, okay? It was as though this tree was just, you know, you'd come back to square one where this tree was, and you were standing there thinking, oh, I'm here again. I'm here again. And the tree was sort of speaking to you to say, look, okay, you need to turn around. you've been round this now, this maze, going round the same path, coming back to me now for quite some time. And it's saying here, the tree was speaking the truth to you, okay? And I looked at the artwork of this card, and it was as though the leaves were leaving the tree, like the autumn, the fall, what we're going into now, into September. And it was like to say, look, okay, this is done and dealt with, and allow the leaves to fall. Allow all these thoughts, fears and feelings of others to be left now on the ground. So the tree was speaking to you, actually, Libra, to say, you know, turn around. You've learnt your lessons here. You have become more knowledgeable, and it's to be aware that as you stand in front of this metaphorical tree of life, okay, it's saying to you that all things, you know, have to come to an end. And it's like the tree, you know, they go through the seasons, the changes of the seasons, but you know, it doesn't matter what the weather, what storms, you know, the roots are strong and solid, that they can weather anything. And so it's saying to you that you have to be grounded like the tree. Allow the leaves to fall. And I want to say the leaves are like your fears and things that no longer serve you, okay? Allow those to fall, which then allows more space around you to start bringing in things that matter and mean something for yourself with the sovereignty card, okay? As we went down the labyrinth even further, there is people within the labyrinth, the maze of life, who observe and watch from afar. And your card, your watcher for this month, was the Elf Queen. Okay, so she has been sort of watching you in this labyrinth. And it says introverted, burden and responsibility. So she has been spreading her magic and been talking to the trees within the labyrinth here, saying to you, okay, you are introverted, you keep a lot of things in, but you can be extrovert as well, but most of the time you're very introverted energy, and this is the energy I was picking up with the Librans that I am connecting with. The burdens and responsibility, she has been trying to weave her magic to lessen these from you, to sort of try and make you aware that, you know, you need to get rid of these responsibilities. So Libra, as I was saying about the Elf Queen, now I do apologise if you can hear any sound effects. My cat is right behind me and I'm trying to keep him entertained by stroking him because he's been on the table 3 times and I've had to pause the video, so I can only apologise. We've got interference as per usual. So the Elf Queen, as I was saying, she's the energy that hides from you, who works behind the scenes, who's been watching you on your pathways. And she's here now in September to try and lessen the burdens and responsibility around you. Now the next card that comes out, these cards are the Angel Oracle cards by Brian Froud. Now I've owned these cards for a while, but I have not used them in readings. I've sort of picked them out, looked at them, and I struggled and I thought, no, I can't be using these. So this is how it's gone for the last 18 months for these cards. And when I was doing the decision to do this reading for September, the Labyrinth readings, they were calling to me. These cards were calling to me, and it was like saying, you need to use us. We've got messages here. So for the first time in 18 months, I have bought this deck out. And the card that comes out for you, the person that has met you on the path, on the labyrinth, okay, for September, is the Singer of the Chalice. Okay, the Singer of the Chalice. Now, the Singer of the Chalice, the card means they are an energy field around you, because if we look at this here, it's like an energy aura, and this singer of the chalice is around you in September, because their energy, they only wish to help unlock all the happiness and beauty that lies within you. Okay, that's locked up and bottled in you. Libra, I really picked up on your reading for the people I was tuning in with. You suppress your happiness, you suppress your joy. To you, sometimes laughing or enjoyment, you feel guilt, and that is a bizarre thing to say, but this was how I was feeling with some of my Librans. And the singer of the chalice meets you on the labyrinth of life in September to say, come on, okay, you've got all this beauty and laughter and fun that you need to be bringing back into your energy field. So that was a really positive set of cards there for you, but the main one here was this turnaround revolution. As I said, it's a lesson that through knowledge and realization going into September, and having this elf queen around you. Okay, let me just move that out of the way a second. This elf queen around you is there. Now this could be somebody, although it's showing up here on a metaphorical message in this tarot reading today, this could actually represent somebody around you who looks out for you, who tries to take your burdens and responsibilities on their shoulder. And, you know, they become a rock for you to help you ground yourself and help you do this turnaround, help you do this revolution. Okay, so they are there as your fairy godmother type of scenario to try and help you as well and guide you. So just to make that mindful for some of you out there, because I do feel I'm picking up with some Librans who has got this kind of a person around them in their aura field. Okay, whether that's family, friends, relationships, what have you. But it was just to say here that the elf queen is the person that oversees and watches. Okay, they are literally they are your fairy godmother, making sure that you are going from this energy of from fear to fuel, bringing you to the singer of the chalice energy, my lovely Librans. Okay, so that was a really positive set of cards, as I said. Now what I'm going to do is just quickly shuffle these numerology, say it properly, cards for you. Okay, see, I said everything goes. Cat alert. Moo, come on, I've told you umpteen times. What you doing? Come on, shoo, jump over. Go on, quick, overs. I'm sorry, guys. Moo, I'll be right back. I'm just going to get rid of the cat. So I'm just going to shuffle these cards. I got rid of the cat again. He's only behind me still. I'm ever so sorry, Libra. So I'm just going to dig deep. I'm going to pull a card out for you. And we have number 18, encouragement and support. Okay, so it is saying as you go through the month of September, it's just stating to you there is support there around you. Okay, you have got this support network around you. And I'll keep going back to this card that came through on the energies as we came into this message. I'm just going to put it there. Just bear with us. There we go. The sovereignty card. As I said, this is about getting back to the true essence of you, being this person who used to laugh, who used to enjoy themselves. Okay, dispel this fear, no longer to fuel your spirit. Learn to forgive okay, because we had the card of forgiveness. And lose this. Oh, I wished I could lose this cat. I really wished I could lose this cat. Moo. All we can see is your furry big body. Come on, jump down. Just going to pause the video again, guys. So Libra, we have got rid of the cat yet again. I will try and continue with this reading. I am now going to read you my little bit of meditative poetry that I've done for you for this month. So let's just try and read this. The labyrinth of life is teaching you forgiveness. Where things would make you angry and upset, let regret go. Do not fuel the fire. Allow it to retire. Give up the fight. Do not ignite. You can shape your life and world. Learn to own your own power. Dwell not on the day, but the hour you are in. With knowledge you can begin a revolution. You are your own solution to life. Like the old oak tree, you have been here many times before, your roots hidden under the floor of your own conscious mind. Be no longer blind that you are protected by the powers of be. In the labyrinth you may not see the elf queen who takes away some of the burdens you feel. She tries to heal your soul. Remember that the labyrinth of life is just a maze we create ourselves. The hedges can grow to what height we allow them to, but we are never alone. You are greeted by the singer of the chalice, an energy that wishes to embrace you to help unlock all the happiness and beauty that lies within, and by doing that you have to start by loving yourself. So Libra, that was the bit of poetic message I had for you. So Libra, on these cards there were numbers for this month, and what I've done is I have looked at the numbers and analysed them, and I've broken numbers down, and there were some key numbers for you being 5, 7, 3 and 4. So just to be mindful really that if you're going through the month, you may see these numbers. They could be dates that you've arranged something. It's just significance really to be mindful that there is a significance about these numbers. You know, there could be 57, 34, okay, as well, and grouped up like that. But I just wanted to say that the numbers are key, and even the number 18 that came out in your numerology card could also be significant. The 18th of September could be a key day for you where positive energies come in for some shape or form. So I wanted to bring that to you, okay? And then just to finish this reading up today, I wish to pull out a charm, and I'm using my lovely witch's brew mug that was gifted to me recently by the lovely Haunted Whispers. So I'm going to dig deep. No, cat. Nearly had cat alert there again. It's because it's raining today in the UK. We've got really, really strong winds, and my cat's obviously within the house just causing havoc. So we have the charm of the fox, okay, for you, Libra. So the charm that's come out for you, Libra, is the fox, and we look at foxes as being cunning animals, okay? They are good hunters as well as being hunted. So I just want to say to you, the fox charm has come out for you, Libra, to say be mindful that there is some characters around you who take this energy of the fox on. They are sly, they are cunning, they will say the right words, okay? This energy is going to be around you in September, and it's just to be mindful that you will be one step ahead of these energies, of these people that I feel who are trying to pull one over on you. But you, like I say, you are, I've got the two energies here, the sly, cunning energies of the person around you, and then you are the sly fox because you already know their plan and the way that they are cunningly trying to lure you in, and it's like, nah, I'm not having any of this. Okay, I'm not having any of this. Now, if it was to do with a relationship, Libs, then be mindful that there is somebody trying to be cunning and sly that could upset the apple cart as well, as in, you know, trying to say the right things and also trying to trip you up as well. Okay, they might sort of ask questions relating to somebody else who you may know within your friend circle, and it's like they might sort of try and put words in your mouth. They are very cunning and they are very sly, so it's just to be mindful of that as well, if that was to do with the romantic, because I try and put some elements when it's to do with relationships, but those are already in partnerships. All I'm saying is your partners are trying to get this laughter, this fun, this old you back, who they remember. Okay, so your elf queen or elf king, whoever that may be, are working to try and get this back into your aura, taking off the burdens and responsibilities to bring back the person and the sovereignty. I want to go back to this card time and time again, the sovereignty of the sovereignty of who you are, because you have been manipulated, Libra. You have been manipulated and by other people, and this is where all the energies have come in and fueled you with the fear that came in with this card. Okay, from fear to fuel, and it's like saying this is how you've been going for the last few months. No more. We need to be greeting the singer of the chalice. Okay, celebrating as well, Libra, celebrating. There's some celebrations due for my Librans coming into September. Obviously it's your birth month anyway, so birthdays and what have you, but just be mindful that I've picked out that charm with the sly Mr. Fox. There is somebody around you, or there will be somebody coming in your energy field in September who will try and manipulate you, and just be careful, because one, they could ruin a situation, a relationship, or anything like that, if you allow it to. But they are cunning and they are sly and they will try and put words into your mouth, just to be aware of that. So my lovely Librans, I'm sorry for the interference on this video of my cat. So if it does look a bit choppy when I come to render it, it's because it's the cat alert. And I will hope that you have a great September. And those celebrating their birthdays, I hope you can celebrate it in some way, shape or form. Remember, singer of chalice, fun, laughter, enjoy, my lovelies. And those who are new to my channel, any likes, subscribes, shares, makes this channel grow. So I do appreciate that. And I appreciate all my returning subscribers as well. So until next time, my lovely Libras, you take care of yourself, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Take care. Bye bye.